Yeah.
Oh, nice. All right. Welcome to Lost Docs Media. This is a podcast that makes you take a second look at what you just watched. New episodes of Lost Docs Media are up every Wednesday. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell us what you think about the show. Make sure you hit the notifications when subscribing to the YouTube channel, because we like to go live every now and then, but we do not like to announce that. So just make sure you hit those notifications. And then, as always, be sure to check out lostox.media, where you can buy merch to support the show. We have lovely little hats like this. We have hoodies, things along those lines. Again, that's lostaux.media, lostox.media. We have a lot of good stuff to get into this week. We got some Shia LaBeouf. We'll be following up on our good friend Shia. You remember that girl was like, free Shia last episode. We'll be talking about him. And then we're going to kind of like pivot into a little bit of a Nick Fuentes-esque segment where we're going to be talking about the juice. We're going to be talking about the Jews, you know. In my home territory of New Jersey, the Jews, they're taking over. They're taking over the township of Lakewood, and they might be expanding like they like to do. You know how this Gaza situation, that's what they like to do. They put a flag, they go, we won't cross this line, and they cross it. They go, we put up another flag. They go, hey, we're just trying to live. You know what I mean? Now they're doing that in Jersey, apparently. Tyler Oliveira, you know, did a nice little piece on the juice right after his Curious Joel piece. We'll be getting into that. All that and more on this beautiful episode of Lost Docs Media. Before we get into the main topics of this episode, I did want to share this one little clip that's been going viral lately of the CEO of McDonald's. You remember the other day we were talking about The Founder?
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. If you guys don't know, The Founder, it's all about how this businessman named Ray Kroc completely ass-fucked the McDonald's brothers out of their own restaurant and turned the lovable family chain we know today as McDonald's into what it is. Ray Kroc, of course, is now dead, and so are the McDonald's brothers, as far as I know. If you guys, that is a phenomenal movie. I don't normally just be like throwing recs out there on like Slice of Life or like, you know, like mock-you-dramas, because that's kind of what it is. It's like a documentary drama type deal, right? A docudrama, I guess they would call that, not a mock-you-drama. I'm not one to throw those out there, but The Founder was like an amazing movie. It was a fucking flat-out amazing movie. One of Michael Keaton's best performances, in my opinion. And Nick Offerman played one of the McDonald's brothers as well. It was a great movie. But we were talking about that, and then this clip of the CEO, the current CEO of McDonald's, goes viral. This asshole looks like he can't even eat the food that he's slinging out the goddamn boxes, this guy. Look at the face on him. Go ahead. He
looks like
Chris K here.
Jack from Will and Grace.
Does he? I don't know Will and Grace like that.
Well, it's that little face that he was paused. It just reminded me of it.
This face right here.
It's the facial expression.
You trying to tell me this is the face of a guy who looks confident in the fucking product that he's slinging out right now?
No.
This man does not look like he would touch a hamburger, period, with a 20-foot pole if you fucking paid him. He looks like nothing even close to a burger is even entering his body.
Right.
Looks like he'll take a lot of dick. Looks like he will take a lot of dick. So we're not Xing out meat altogether. You understand? It's just he won't eat a cheeseburger. This guy's putting on a fucking show. Wait until you see this. This shit is painful to watch. You go, the guy can't even act that good. Come on. Watch this.
Chris K here with, you've heard about it. Here it is, the Big Arch. This is something
that was like scary. Like you should do John Kiriakou, like slow the voice down. And he goes, the Big Arch. And you go, oh. You know what I mean? You go, oh shit, this is so scary. Oh, I used to have suspenseful music. Let's see. You listen, he goes, the big arch. You go, holy shit. You know what I mean? Watch it. This is scary.
You've heard about it. Here it is, the big arch. This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know.
Just so you know, I'm only going to take a nibble right now on camera. I will finish the entire burger. I promise. You guys, I stand by my product. You're selling fast food products that is mainly marketed towards children, right? You should not be saying things like, we tested this product in Germany. We tested this product in Portugal. What the fuck is this? This is a cheeseburger, goddammit. He's out there talking about this like it's like a fucking radioactive chemical. He's going, we tested a little dab in Portugal. No hazardous side effects. We found very minimal, you know? He goes, we tested this one in Germany. He goes, a couple side effects, but everything was below the parts per million standard within USDA regulations. We understand it's in Germany. Fuck them. They were responsible for the Holocaust. You know? He goes, now, here, because our food regulation laws are absolutely dog shit, here, we didn't even have to test it. We just put it right out. It's in those places we test it because they actually give a fuck about the food that enters those people's bodies. You know? Is that not nuts to say that?
I mean, it's the truth.
We tested this product in Germany. That's nuts to say. That is nuts to say about a hamburger, dude.
So here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame poppy sort of bun on.
I will respect them for using a real burger. Like instead of using like a dolled up one, it looks like they actually got one from McDonald's. Like
it does.
At a drive-thru. Like because the burgers, the bun is not perfectly seated. You know, this is not the same shit you see on the commercials. The lettuce, the onions, in typical McDonald's standard, it's all the fuck over the place. It's barely even on the actual burger, right? So he's like got an actual product from McDonald's. That I will respect him for.
And he's wearing a light-colored shirt to eat it.
Light-colored shirt. Very brave. Because we all know that every time someone from McDonald's makes a McDonald's cheeseburger, before they finish to go wrap it, they dip their gloves in ketchup to make sure that their hands are fully submerged in ketchup so that when they finish putting your burger together, it will be lightly coated in ketchup, the entire outside of the burger. So this is a very brave move on his part to be wearing a light shirt like this, knowing that he's going to get ketchup all over himself. I like that. I respect that. He goes, just so you know, I will be eating this for lunch.
Here we go. First, holy cow.
He's
God,
never
that
seen
is
a
big
burger.
We've got
seen a
a very unique kind of sesame poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious Big Arch sauce, and of course some lettuce. So, there's so much going on with this. First of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it.
Have you ever eaten a burger in your life, sir? He looks at the thing. He goes, whoa, this is how big they are. He like looks at the producer. He goes, they're all this big. He goes, are all burgers like everywhere this big? He goes, I can't even imagine putting this thing in my body. He goes, you're telling me kids eat this? You know what I mean? Like the second he sees the thing, he says that, right? Now he goes to pick this thing up. He's like an alien. He goes, wait, what? You pick it up, you eat it sideways, or how do you do this? Do you go bun, meat, bun? Like, you eat it like that? Like, you know what I mean? He's like, I don't understand what's going on here. How do I attack this thing, he says.
First of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth.
I don't think he got any of the burger in his mouth.
Very nice, right? That bite was actually fucking crazy to witness. Like, I was about to hit a soundbite. I don't even think I need to hit a soundbite. That was actually just insane. He goes, hold on, guys. You know how people pretend they put the burger like this? He goes, hold on, guys. I'm going to take a bite. He goes, that was so good. Now he's going to act like you're a baby, right? He's going to go, yes, it was delicious, right? Now, you fat cattle at home, make sure that you, like good sheep, go to McDonald's and get this for all of your kids. Thank you. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, come the fuck on. Look at this bite. If you're listening at home, he takes a bite that is like, I think there's
the bread.
There's an episode of SpongeBob where they do this.
Oh.
Where somebody has to pretend to eat a burger and they like just with their teeth they bite just the tiniest little sliver of burger. It's like just the littlest little like, you know what I mean, of the edge of the meat patty. He did that, guys, with the bun. He did it with the bun. He goes, I'm just gonna this little nibble. He got like 2 poppy seeds in his mouth. And the littlest bit of the bun crust. That's it. No meat.
There's no way he got patty.
There are vegetarians in the world who eat more meat than he just ate in that single bite. There are actually vegetarians who eat more meat on a daily basis just through accidentally breathing it in. You know what I mean? Just by walking, but they walk by a Chinese place, they go, oh, it smells like chicken. That was more meat ingested in their body than he actually took in that bite. Is that not insane? Look at this.
That is so good.
Is it?
That's a big bite for.
That was not the same bite that we saw. Oh, okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. That was not even close to the same, but they put a stunt bite. You put a stunt bite in the commercial, a stunt bite.
To be fair, the crispy onions kind of make me want this burger.
This isn't even the same burger
It's
that
not.
we just watched this guy have in his hand. This is crazy. You know what? Is that even the same sweater? Is that even him? That might be a whole ass stuntman. Oh, no. Okay. It's the same sweater. I was going to be like, wait a minute. Hold up.
That is so good. That's a big bite for.
That's not even the same. That's
It's not.
crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's not. It looks like a snapping turtle took a bite out of this burger. That was not the same little nibble that he got out of Jesus Christ. He bit the burger like he needed to ration it for the next 2 months. And then we have a bit this half the burger's gone in this bite. This is not the same bite.
A big arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product. You know, you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness, but those crispy onions as well gives a nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, but Big Arch, try it when you can get it.
Tell me you've never had a McDonald's cheeseburger before without telling me that you've never had a McDonald's cheeseburger. That is actually nuts. It's funny as shit. You know it's something I picked up on too while watching this was like, if you paid attention while listening, he like doesn't even know what's in the burger. It's
Right.
like they gave it to him without like giving him like a spreadsheet to be like, these are the ingredients on it. He goes, I think there's pickles. There might be like a tomato in here somewhere, I think. He goes, what's the Archie sauce? The Archie sauce, I think, is on it. He goes, we got something. He goes, I don't know. It's fucking McDonald's. You're going to eat it. Shut the fuck up. You know? You're a fat fucking faggot. You're going to eat it. Why am I even explaining what's on it? You're going to eat it, is what the commercial should. He should have just said, hey, look, guys, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to pretend to eat this dog shit, right? He could have actually said that. I'm not going to pretend to eat this dog shit. And I'm going to, tell you what might or might not be in the burger. It's, who knows? It might be 2,400 calories. It might be 6,000 in this meal. You're a fat fucking faggot. You're going to eat it. Okay? So thank you. I'll see you guys at the drive-thru. He could have done it just like that. He could have done it just like that. It would have been the same commercial. It would have been the same exact video, in my unprofessional opinion. So we're gonna step into some of our featured stories today. Where's my Nick Fuentes soundbite?
Again, we're hanging out at the party. We're getting ready to split.
And Nick, the way he says that shit, he talks like a guy from the 50s. He goes, we're going to the bop. We got some tunes in the jukebox. They're playing Heil Hitler's my favorite jam. We're getting ready to go split at the party. But getting sidetracked, we're going to step into a little bit of Shia LaBeouf. We're going to be doing a little bit of a follow-up. Last week we had talked about his Mardi Gras situation.
Yeah.
He was really living it up at Mardi Gras, man. He was like the drunk Where's Waldo of Mardi Gras. People were like spotting him from rooftops and shit. He's praying to beignets in the street. He's getting his ass beat by black dudes. We didn't see it in the video, but there was an article saying that like while he was getting arrested, he's just going, the fucking chinks and the faggots. He's like yelling all these slurs and shit like that. He's going nuts, dude, while he was getting arrested. And then we saw the video of him when he just got bailed out. That reporter following him. Funniest fucking thing in the world. This guy is running. He's so, Shia, just tell me your bail. Shia does the whole fucking Terminator run. He goes to get away from this reporter. Funniest thing I've ever seen in my time. I was like dying off of this Shia LaBeouf coverage that we had last week. It was the greatest thing ever. Then you think to yourself, you go, ain't no way Shia is going to just like come out with statements right off the rip, right? He's going to like live this one down. He's going to let the air cool a little bit. Just went through a divorce. He got arrested, so he's going to have a court appearance coming up soon, right? Guy's probably going to lay a little low. Nope. The first thing he does, he goes on Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan, does a whole interview. He goes, I don't even need to wait. And the funniest part about it, and I respect this about him, is he says during the interview, he goes, because Andrew goes, all that shit, you were going viral that whole week. Did you see any of it? And he goes, no, I didn't even look at my phone. He goes, I was having the time of my life. I didn't even think about looking at my phone, right?
Yeah.
So Andrew goes, he says to him, he goes, okay, well, you probably got concerned text messages from people who love you, right? Like he goes, yeah, I got a shit ton of them. He goes, that's why I wanted to do this, actually. He says to Andrew, he says, when you have to like explain yourself like to 10, 20, 30 different, over and over and over with all these text messages I got, he goes, I just go on something like this. I just say my piece once. And so Andrew goes, oh, so this is like a mass text message, right? He goes, yeah. I go, fuck, okay. That explains everything. Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, this interview that he does with Andrew Callahan is not a good look for our boy Stanley Yelnats, okay? No. I'm going to tell you this right now. He looks absolutely insane. He's acting crazy the entire interview. He's saying stuff that I've never even thought possible to come out of the human mind. And he is not stopped. Mardi Gras is done and over with. Ash Wednesday passed, that whole thing. He's still Mardi Gras in his mind. Shia has not left Mardi Gras. And right now he's stuck in New Orleans because he's on bail. You cannot leave if you're on bail, right? On top of that, did you guys know that at the time of Mardi Gras, he had only been in New Orleans for like 14 days? Did you know that? He says it during this interview. He goes to New Orleans 14 days in. He's already the talk of not the town, the whole country. He's the talk of. At 14 days into New Orleans, that's what that place will do to a guy like this. You go from digging holes figuratively in the show to actually being on meth and digging holes in your front yard, just because you're going nuts. So I wanted to share some of my favorite Shia LaBeouf moments with you guys, and it's going to be a lot of them. There's this whole thing is crazy. We don't even have to go into like a huge amount of explanations for all of this. We could like play a time code, go, that was funny as hell, and move on. It's like, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
I like this setup, bro. It's so solid, bro. It's holistic.
Well, bro, thank you for making the time.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Easy.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people probably saw some of the Mardi Gras media coverage.
That kind of just reminded me of when that guy was interviewing him. He goes, we good here? And he put the mic down. He goes, get out of my fucking face. He goes, yeah, man, I'm happy to be here with you. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Easy.
I think a lot of people Probably saw some of the Mardi Gras media coverage.
No, I understand.
Heard about the arrest and stuff.
God bless him.
Likely want to know how you're doing.
Bro, I've been having the time of my life. You know, I got some contrition on my heart, you know what I mean? It's not nice to hurt people, ever. It's fucking lame. People got hurt, I gotta deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that in full. I'll eat it all. It was on me. It's not on them. It's on me. I fucked up. It's on me. I fucked up. It's on me.
Definitely.
I mean, you give that one. End the interview. End of interview. And Shia, that weekend was crazy. What do you have to say about yourself? Oh, you know, I fucked up. It's on me. I fucked up. It's on me. It's nobody else. It's on me. It's on me. It's on me. I fucked up. It's on me. All I gotta say about it. I mean, end, cut. Perfect. You nailed it on the first take, like always. Shia, thank you. Like, that's it. Yeah. I don't need to hear anything else. He was having the time of his life. It's on him. Goodbye. You know, as far as I'm concerned. But watch this. You thought that was a good intro, right? A good way to start this out. Shia doesn't seem to think, though. Watch this. You hear me talking? Shia doesn't seem to think, though. He doesn't seem to think so. Watch this.
Yeah.
So you take responsibility for
1,000%. We're not gonna play games.
Yeah.
But I had a great time.
Look at that face.
Definitely.
He is looking at him like he goes, am I supposed to be sad? Wait. I was having an amazing time. Dude, you know what's funny? Throughout this whole thing, you'll hear it in time codes throughout this. The whole time he goes, I was just out there chasing puss, bro. He's like, he's totally real with you. He goes, I was having the time of my life. I was out there chasing tail the whole time. Yo, Andrew asked him about the Epstein files. He goes, the Epstein files was the same week. He goes, I was chasing puss at Mardi Gras. What don't you get about this, Andrew? I do not care about the Epstein list. It's like the funniest thing. Look at the guilt that he has on his face here. He goes, I was having the time of my life. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
So you take responsibility for
1,000%. We're not gonna play games.
Yeah.
But I had a great time.
Look at him. Look at Andrew like this. He goes, come on, Andrew. You can relate, right? You're smoking all that crack with Hunter Biden on a weekly basis. Andrew Callahan looks
awful.
Terrible, guys. I'm telling you. It is nuts how crazy he looks. Andrew Callahan. He looks like he's been picking at his face because that's what they do a lot of times. Like heroin addicts and meth. It's like they both do that where they like just are picking at their like acne or something and they start getting craters in their face. Andrew Callahan is bad off the shit right now. I don't know what is going on with that guy.
Definitely. Just like partying at Mardi.
Definitely. I just love he goes, definitely, man. I'm telling you, if anybody gets it, like I get it. Now watch, like I said, Shia doesn't think that this intro is going so well. He's about, watch what he does here.
Nah, more than that. Something further than that. Something like sacred, bro. Something like, joy is sacred, bro. And we're in, I don't know, I keep talking like weird, like, cause we're camered up. So I'm thinking I gotta talk for a big audience. I'm gonna talk for me. Let's start over. Click.
Guys, rewind the track. We're going back in time real quick. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I'm talking all crazy like. You know, I'll be talking all goddamn crazy like. Cut the camera. Like, I love this. Is a Kanye West moment right here. You go, cut the camera. Shit's over. We starting again. I love that. And look at Andrew. Looks like he just got done hitting the Ready Rock. You know, Andrew Callahan over here. Lesions on his...
Is he dressing like this as like a joke?
It has to be. Well, maybe no. He might be going through like a psychosis right now. Like he might be 3-day bender type shit. He looks like a Mexican rat. And he's not even I don't even think he has an ounce of Hispanic blood in him. He looks like a rat that you would find in like the middle of Cholo Town. You know what I mean?
Look, the tie, the shoes. What is happening?
A homeless Mexican rat. He looks like he dived into one of those Salvation Army donation bins that people throw their shit in. And whatever stuck to him, he wore it on the way out. And goes, this is my outfit for the day. Thanks for the donations, guys. Channel 5. You know? Andrew, loving. He goes, let's start the interview over. You think Andrew would go, come on, dog, for real? He goes, no, okay, cut. He goes, okay, hey, Shia, how, you know what I mean? Just
so I'm
starts
thinking
over.
I got to talk for a big audience. I'm gonna talk for me. Let's start over. Click. Start the whole interview over. Start the interview over, bro.
All right, we're here. Shia LaBeouf live, New Orleans, 1 week after Fat Tuesday. How are you doing 1 through 10?
Blessed.
But yo, Andrew Callahan is a pro. He didn't even stop. He didn't even stop. The second he was like, start the interview over, Andrew was like, I memorized this whole spiel. He goes, I got this locked down. With 1 through 10, how you feeling? From piece of shit to a total god, how you feeling right now, doggy? You know, Andrew is a pro. He is a pro. For how much meth he got going on, he is a pro. I'm going to tell you that right now. Couldn't have done that intro better myself. I would have crashed. I would have paused. He would have been like, start the interview over. I would have been like, huh. I would have been stuck, dude. Not Andrew Callahan. That motherfucker kept it smooth like butter. Kept it going. Now watch. He asked him what happened. Right? And this way you start to catch a glimpse. You go, oh no, he's either still drunk or like he's got wet brain or something now. This is where he starts to 5 minutes in. Andrew goes, what happened, bro? He gives an explanation. You're like, wait a minute, what? How did we get here?
And being in the limelight for so long, anytime you pop out somewhere, especially on the party tip, the first thing people are going to say is like, let me get a picture, let me take a video. What was it about these particular interactions, like at our bar specifically, that like made things escalate, you think?
I don't know, bro. I have no idea, bro. I'll be honest with you, it's probably just my fault, bro, somewhere. I don't know how. Well, I'm gonna figure it out, dog. You're catching me. This is why it's beautiful. I don't know many people be open to this. I don't have answers yet. You know what I mean? I don't have any answers yet. I'm in the middle of it. I'm on the path. You know what I mean? I don't have answers yet. And usually when people come here, they got answers. I have no answers yet. So I'm in the middle of something. Ask your question one more time.
I guess
that's where you go, wait a minute, right? Because you thought he actually, like, that was a well-formulated answer. He goes, I haven't even had time to process it. So, you know, you're catching me at a beautiful time right now where, like, this is really the rawest that's going to get because I'm still in the process of going through it myself, right? That's about as raw as it can get. You go, we got him. He's good. Like, he just had a little... You know, he was too drunk that night. This is not anything serious like people are trying to play it out. People are thinking that he's going nuts over his breakup with his ex-wife, right? Like, this is what people are attributing this to. So he throws an answer like that out. You go, no, he just had an off day, right? And then he gives you the most well-formulated Harvard answer you could possibly think of. And he goes, wait, say your question over again. It's like, hold up. Where were you just now? Where were you just now? Where did you come back from? You know, because I don't know who the fuck I was just talking to if you're asking me what I just asked you again. Like, it's like that scene from Old School where, like, Will Ferrell, he does that, like, really good, like, fucking debate response, and then he goes, ah! And he, like, snaps back out of it, and they go, holy shit, that was, like, the most well-formulated rebuttal we've ever heard. And he goes, where was I just now? He, like, blacked out when he gave the response. That's exactly what Shia just did. He blacked out. Another person transported into his body, gave their speech, and then Shia came back and was like, he goes, hold up. What was the question again? I was just somewhere else completely.
I got answers. I have no answers yet, so I'm in the middle of something. Ask your question one more time.
I guess, what about this particular infringement on your privacy?
I'm a Catholic, bro. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with the... God, be careful. Count me now. I'm a Catholic.
What does that have to do with, like you feel like, how does that connect to the...
I don't know. The whole story's not out yet. I don't know what was going on in my head, but it don't matter. I mean, the truth is, I said words not okay to say. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. That's what I mean by being... I'm a Catholic. I'm not supposed to be out here, you know, I'm wrong for what I did, is what I'm saying.
How was the experience of, you know, going to jail and everything like that?
Oh, cute, like fun, like whatever. Like, stupid, like, mine, bro.
This is no big
what was
deal.
it like at OPP?
What's OPP?
Orleans Parish Prison,
Oh,
man.
shit, you got all the fucking slick ass names. I don't know, bro. I went in there, I was like, hey, let me get a coffee. They're like, shut the fuck up, you know, we don't give you coffees out here, so.
Tell me how crazy Shia is right now. He gets thrown into the jail in New Orleans, out of all places. You know how many people probably go in and out of a New Orleans jail?
So many.
You know what I mean? The cops done seen it all, heard it all. They don't give a fuck who you are. You know, he goes in there. He goes, can I get a double espresso? They go, dude, are you fucking serious? Right? Then they start beating him with nightsticks. They're like, get the fuck in the goddamn cell, dude, before we kill you. Are you serious? Asking us for coffee. What? Now listen, Shia ends up having a couple intimate moments during his night in the drunk tank. Listen to this.
But they were all nice to me, bro. I got cold. They gave me a blanket. Nobody was really talking. It was crowded. It was Fat Tuesday, so it was super crowded. And then it got more crowded and more crowded and more crowded. But that was fun. And then it's pretty cute. There was one dude who popped off bad, but nothing really.
How many people were in the drunk tank on Fat Tuesday?
On Fat Tuesday, it was probably where I was. There's probably 50 of us.
50 of them. And remember, it was cute. 50 motherfuckers in the goddamn drunk tank, all cute as hell. With Shia LaBeouf. They all cute as a motherfucker in the goddamn bitch. I have a lot of adjectives for jail and prison. Cute ain't nowhere near any of the ones that I would want to use for it. That's just me personally. You know, I can't really speak for anybody else out there. Cute is not how I would describe being locked up in jail. I'll tell you that right now. Ain't nothing cute about it. You can be cute in there, and then you'll find out what happens to a cute-ass motherfucker like yourself. But it ain't cute. The situation itself ain't cute. Only cute part is your asshole. Go ahead. Hit me with something.
I mean, I could see the explanation of being in jail on Fat Tuesday for being drunk as being cute.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do tell.
Well, everybody's in there because they're drunk because it's Fat Tuesday and fucking Mardi Gras. It's just like whatever. Nobody's in real trouble. It's just cute. We got too drunk at Mardi Gras. Ha, ha, ha.
True that. And then one of them they all get chummy with each other. They start, we're all brothers.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, two of them experiment with each other in the corner or something like that. And then they wake up in the morning and they go, holy shit. Did we get cute last night? You know what I mean? They go, oh, yeah. Guys, did we get a little too cute last night in the drunk tank?
I'm sure everybody recognized you, though, right?
Yeah, but everybody's good, bro. Everybody's easy. You know what I mean? They know what it is, really. They know already.
Yeah.
My baggage kind of lands before I get there kind of thing, usually, everywhere.
You told me you shared a blanket in there, though.
Yeah, we did. We shared a blanket because there's 50 of us, so there's...
Hold up. What happened now? What did he just say? Look at Andrew's face, too. Andrew goes, hey, yo, dog, I heard you shared a blanket with somebody in the goddamn joint, my dude. You're like, yo, what that shit about? Andrew got his chin all up and shit. He goes, yo, I heard you shared a blanket with a motherfucker in that goddamn joint. Oh, what that shit about, Shia? They tell me free Shia. Now I know why they yelling free Shia. Shia LaBeouf is in the drunk tank with 50 guys talking about how cute it is. And then he's in there sharing a blanket with his homeboy, with his best mate. He went in there alone, mind you. He don't know anybody in there. These are all strangers to him, but they're all cute. They're all real goddamn cute.
No, already.
Yeah.
My baggage kind of lands before I get there kind of.
Watch how Andrew does this. You think Andrew's on his side. He slips it in real quick. He goes, I heard you shared a blanket with someone. What? And then what happened? He goes, yeah.
Thing, usually, everywhere.
You told me you shared a blanket in there, though.
Yeah, we did. We shared a blanket because there's 50 of us, so there's only so many blankets. But yeah, me and this one, yeah.
He didn't even say it like he asked him a question. He just goes, hey, you forgot to mention that gay shit you was telling me that you did earlier. You said you shared a blanket with someone. End the statement. He goes, this is not a question. I'm telling the audience that you did this to embarrass you in front of everybody. Listen how he asked him that.
Because there's 50 of us, so there's...
Hold up. That is too good. It's literally not even a question. He just goes, you told me you shared a blanket in there with somebody, though. Right? Like, that's it. That's the whole thing.
Everywhere.
You told me you shared a blanket in there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You told me you shared a blanket in there, though. Like, you forgot. Don't leave that part out, Shia. I heard you was gay as hell, is what I'm getting at.
We did. We shared a blanket because there's 50 of us, so there's only so many blankets. But yeah, me and this one, we shared a blanket.
Shia changing the subject.
Yeah, we talked. He was a good guy. Actually,
changing the subject real quick. And then he gets a little Brokeback Mountain shimmer of like light, shine, like smile kind of. Watch. He goes, yeah, we talked. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we shared a blanket. He was, we talked. He was a good guy.
You saw that? You saw a little shimmer of light come out of his eye like that. Him and Jake Gyllenhaal sharing a blanket like this. I like that, Shia LaBeouf. he tries to change the subject so quick. He might as well have been like, Andrew, I wasn't expecting you to air my dirty laundry like that out in the middle. Told you that we were off camera when I told you that before, So I wasn't expecting you to, say that, It's like, what the fuck, bro? Now watch, he's saying all sorts of crazy stuff. He talks a little bit about how he's influenced by Joe Rogan and the ayahuasca talk and stuff. He says he was influenced by Joe Rogan. I go, really, Shia? You're influenced by the same 6 stories? You've heard the same 6 stories over the past 8 years. You're influenced by that. Okay. Easily influenced. That's sheep right there. If you're still avidly listening to Joe Rogan, you are a bad idiot. You're an idiot. Now watch, look, Shia starts getting all fucking excited and stuff. This dude starts walking off the guy. You ever see like a black person, they'd be like, oh, snap. They start running out the room, running back, and they go, oh, you roasted him. He's like, gets excited like that. And he's like, this is crazy, bro. Just like gets up, walks off. Watch this guy.
I don't want to hurt what you got going on, I know there's people that depended on me and people that look to me to be some kind of sobriety, stability, and like some pillar of this shit. I'm just a man.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I take it back. I forgot. In this time code, he walks off because I think he gets too emotional. I think he starts getting emotional. We're about to go roller coaster LaBeouf.
Trying to find it. And Elior. Hold on.
Elior.
You get me? So let's get no. It's not like that. So the shit that hurts in terms of me feeling free here now, in terms of my sobriety, is the guys that were under me that I was sponsoring, that depended on me, and their lives were in precarious spots that I was sponsoring, that I'm gonna deal with. You know what I mean? That shit hurts the worst. You know what I mean? If you ever been in this thing, you know what sponsorship is, and it's a big responsibility, and there's a lot to deal with, bro. A lot to deal with. I'm gonna be honest with you, man, and this is crazy stuff to say out loud, I guess, but I need to say it out loud, bro, I grew up in these rooms, So I've probably run a program since I'm 18 or something like that. Yeah. In and out. Longest I ever had, probably this 2-year clip, but it wasn't the best part of my life. And this is what I'm dealing with out here, is like, I don't really know how to get to joy and run program.
See, so now this is like real right here. This is one of those, like, he's almost like something that's like bobbing in and out of water, kind of, right?
Yeah.
It's like every now and then when it bobs above water, you're like, oh, there it is. Like, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like what this moment is. It's like a little bob above water. Same thing with the last one that we saw before he goes, what was your question again? He kind of like bobbed out a little bit, and you go, oh, he's there. Like, this is him now, right? It's like the conscious thought process that he might be having in the underneath layer of this stupor that he's got going on, right?
Well, he's got it going on.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. And it's like you see these little moments like that, and then, you kind of, you see him, say some stuff like this. Now, Andrew is doing a lot of things in this interview, as you can tell. Shia every now and then having these reflective, real moments, these authentic moments in here. He's giving him the opportunity not only to say his piece, but to reflect upon himself during these times, right? Even though he's kind of calling him a fag while doing it. Heard you shared a blanket, though, So, he's giving him this opportunity to kind of reflect upon himself in all of this, right? And every now and then, just like I said, you see Shia bob above the water and go, maybe he's in there somewhere and maybe he will learn something out of this. And then you hear him say shit like this.
Just out here being debaucherous. I don't know if I'm drinking that to be cool on your Channel 5 fucking cool fucking let's get it type of shit, or if I'm drinking that because I want something to drink right now, or if I want to be drunk. I don't know why I'm drinking that right now. I can't tell you why. And the truth is, I'm so fucking I don't give a fuck no more. I'm just like, I'm done with the self-analytical shit. It doesn't bring happiness.
In terms of deep introspection about
Bro,
why.
every time I think of...
Do you get what I'm saying here? We just heard him go from like, I'm having complete and utter regret about this because I had like sponsees and shit like that were like, I was people's sponsor. I was like their anchor for their sobriety. That's a big responsibility, and it was weighing on me because I was doing so well in my sobriety, and I was even doing well for others within that journey, Yeah. And I'm kind of letting these guys down in this moment. And then he goes, I can't tell if I'm drinking this beer because I'm thirsty, if I want to be cool in front of the cameras, if I'm just an alcoholic. He's like, really? But, you know, now that I think of it, you know, fuck it all, man. He goes, like fuck what everybody's thinking, you know? It's like, I'm just out here getting wet. I'm just crushing puss. I'm Shia LaBeouf. You know, it's like, what the fuck is the big deal? This is quite, you know, it's not a long period of time that has gone through. It's not like this interview lasted a week where he had time to reflect and then go, fuck it, you know? He had this epiphany, this you know, flip of a coin, as some would say, all within the matter of an hour. You know, this is why I say this. This guy's nuts.
Analytical shit. It doesn't bring happiness.
In terms of deep introspection about why.
Every time I think about me, I'm unhappy.
Like thinking about yourself?
I think it's true all around. I think it's just true. Every time a person thinks about themselves, they're unhappy.
Oh, I know what you mean. Sitting around.
Just fucking self-reflection, all this navel gate, you're just gonna be unhappy. This helps me just like get out on town.
Externalize.
Bro, I just fucking fuck it all. I'm no longer no Shia LaBeouf celebrity, hold on to this thing, worry about the next job, none of that. I just go out and I go listen to music. Feels good right now.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not hurting nobody.
Yeah, cut to a clip of Shia like, he's like literally popping and locking in the street. He goes, the alcohol is just a social lubricant, man. You know? He goes, without the alcohol, man, I can't even really like talk to people in public. I'm kind of just like, hey, it's just like a crutch in my life. That's the funniest thing, because I come from this cloth, you know? I rang myself out, but I am this cloth. I drank a lot, guys. If you didn't know this, I've said this before on the show. I am an alcoholic, because they say you're never not, right? This is what they say in the program. And this is one of the copes that I've seen a lot of people who have gone on the same journey as myself, you know, get caught up in this cope, right? They go, yeah, you know, I was sober for a while and then I started drinking like only every now and then. It's like helps me kind of get out of my comfort zone a little bit. And, you know, it's like, here's the thing though. With stuff like that he's talking about, it kind of helps me get out on the town and blah, 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 right? This anxiety that you feel about getting out in the town when you're sober, when you don't have the alcohol, that's what you need to conquer. That's the glass you need to step on so that your feet get tougher, right?
Right.
The alcohol is just, it's helping in that moment. And then it's a tightrope that you have to walk, right? Because you can't get too drunk now. Because then you get too drunk and then nobody wants to hang out with you, right? So now you want to walk that tightrope every fucking time you go out? Why not just learn how to go out on your own without the alcohol? And then the alcohol becomes an accent to you going out instead of the crutch that you need to go out. You understand what I'm getting at? And it's like, that's the kind of thinking that people, then they become alcoholics like me and they fuck themselves. Shia, if you keep thinking like this, you ain't ever climbing out of that rut. You're going to stay in the nutty putty cave forever, you know?
There's 2-3 people are hurt. I'm going to deal with that. God bless you guys. That's my fault. I'm going to deal with you. On me. But that's 3. The amount of interactions I've had in Mardi Gras, bro, I must have met 20,000 people. 20,000 good interactions and 3 bad interactions. I'm going to sign up for it still. It's like playing black.
I'm signing up for it still. This is the justification he uses. Yeah, I might have said a couple of fucking, you know, homophobic and racial slurs. Might have, you know, assaulted a couple people. I tried to headbutt a couple people, you know, with my hands in my pockets. And, you know, I was getting a little crazy. But, you know, it's just 3 people that I hurt.
Out of 20,000.
Out of 20,000. This is Thanos thinking. You get what I'm saying? This was Hitler's thing. He goes, yeah, we're killing a lot of Jews, but it's good for the rest of the world. He might have been right. No, I'm joking. But you get what I'm saying here. This is like how a villain thinks. They go, it's for the greater good. Shia goes, yeah, it was 3 bad interactions, but the 20,000 other good ones, I think I should be able to live the way I'm living now. The 3 people, he like killed them, their parents, their children. He goes, yeah, it's 3 people that I fucked up, but who cares? You know, the rest of it's good. That's phrasing from a man's lips that ain't learned a goddamn thing. You know, that this man ain't learned a goddamn thing. And to his point that he said earlier, he's still processing it.
Yeah.
How much you want to make a bet he looks back at this interview and goes, Jesus Christ.
For sure.
You know what I mean? He's going to look back at this interview and go, Jesus, why did I even talk to this asshole? It wouldn't surprise me if in like 2 months he goes, I thought Andrew Callahan was my friend. The way he made me look, you know what I mean? Fuck him. And Shia LaBeouf's a goddamn Jew. He's going to be like, Andrew Callahan's anti-Semitic. He made me look bad. He made me look like a drunken Jew on the goddamn shit.
Blackjack at a casino. I see you making uncomfortable moves.
No, I'm just moving forward.
Okay, go. All right.
No, but I'm thinking.
Yeah, DC, that's how whacked out Shia is. He goes, I'm trying to explain myself. I see you like moving a little shifty, right? It's like Andrew's like sitting on his own balls. He goes, dude, I'm like trying to get comfortable. You know what I mean? He's like, relax, bro. Like, chill. Shia's like, no, I just saw what you put in your pocket. He goes, I just saw you put something in your pocket. What was that? But no, seriously. What was in your pocket just now? You looked like you put something important in there. Shia LaBeouf's like getting like, you ever see that Sam Hyde clip where he does that? There's like a whole fucking viral like meme of Sam Hyde doing that for like a minute and a half. You're like, dude, let it go. Like you even watch the video, you go, I know this isn't geared towards me, but I feel uncomfortable right now. It's so fucking funny. Now listen, he goes, oh, this one's funny. Shia talking all that shit about sharing that goddamn blanket, right? Turns out this man's scared of gay people. Like, he's the actual definition of a homophobe. You know, like, people say they go, homophobe is like they're scared of gay people, right? But in reality, homophobes fucking would want to kill a gay person, right? It's like weird, very weird definition of a phobia, right? You know? A homophobe. I ain't never met a guy who saw a gay guy and was like, ah! Like, you know what I mean? That's another gay guy. You know what I mean? Not gay guy has ever been scared of a gay guy. They hate them. I don't understand homophobe. You know what I mean? It kind of throws me off a little bit.
I never thought about it like that.
It's true, though.
Yeah,
if you really think about it, like an actual homophobe is like a real life. You meet a real quote unquote homophobe. That person wants to like kill a gay guy. Their daughter becomes a lesbian. They kick them out the house and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not kicking his daughter out of the house because he's scared of what she's going to do to him. He hates her. You know what I mean? There's a difference, a huge difference. If you meet a gay person and you are scared, you're a gay person. You're just one of them. You know, I'm sorry. But Shia is a homophobe. He's scared. And he says it. Listen to this.
Action. I am an opportunity sometimes to someone. That's not to minimize my behavior, but I get it. I'm bright as fuck when I walk around, and I get, listen, if you're like a Twigs fan or something like, I don't know, bro. I have no fucking idea, bro. It's not my business. It's not my business. Here's what I know. I can only deal with my side. My side is this. My behavior, bullshit. I gotta deal with that. Does that mean I gotta go to rehab again? I'm just not into it, bro. I don't think my answers are there. I don't.
Into it,
I genuinely don't. If I genuinely did, I'd go. I don't think I have a drinking problem. I think I have a different problem, and I'm gonna address it.
And what's that problem?
I think I have a small man complex. Some kind of Napoleonic.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I think
this is a bobbing above water moment here.
Yeah.
This is when it goes bloop and pops up, and he goes, I think I have a Napoleon complex. You go, oh, there he is. There he is. And then he goes, I think I have a Napoleon complex, but I'm actually 6'3". And he like goes underneath the water. You know, this is it. This is one of these moments. This is real.
Small man complex.
Hold up.
And I'm going to address it.
And what's that problem?
I think I have a small man complex. Some kind of Napoleonic, I don't know what it is. I think it's something that has to do with anger and ego more so than my drinking. But that's where I'm at now on my journey, and I'm trying to navigate it. I'll figure it out.
What kind of things set off?
See, I like that. He goes, it's anger and ego more so than my drink. The drinking's a symptom of the anger. And you get what I mean? It's not more so. It's the drinking is now a side effect of your anger and your ego. You don't understand it, man. You got to get with the program. 12-step.
That anger.
What kind of things set off that anger? I mean, boy, I haven't experienced it for a while, but I'll be honest with you. Big gay people are scary to me.
Oh, what? That is crazy. You know, maybe this is what a homophobe. He goes, where's all that anger stem up? I might have just put my whole ass foot in my mouth with that homophobia shit. Because he's really breaking it down. Like, I'm learning a lesson right here off of Shia. He's like that retarded that now he's like making sense again, you know? Because maybe that's what it is, the whole thing behind the homophobia definition. Is that like, because basically Shia Andrew goes, where is all this anger and ego stemming from? He goes, I'm gonna be real with you, dog. Big ass gay people scare the fucking shit out of me, dog. He goes, and I'm telling you, it's keeping me up at night. You know, I see them big bears walking down the street with a nice little twink on their arm, man. I think that could be me. At any moment, that twink could be me. You know, and it scares me, dog. It scares me half to death. He goes, and that makes me angry inside. You know, this is crazy. The pivot that just happened, like, is insanity. You know, that's so fucking funny, bro. This is like, you really grasping at, like, Shia is falling off a cliff right now and grabbing for anything he possibly can. He goes, where's all that anger stem from? Rather than doing an ounce of thinking and trying to reflect on where it could possibly be coming from, he just grabs onto the first drunk thought that floats through the beer river of his mind. He goes, you know, huge gay guys, you know, this is like the scariest shit in the world right now. That shit'll get you angry, bro. It'll make you angry. You know, it'll drive a sane man insane, you know.
I don't know what it is. I think it's something that has to do with anger and ego more so than my drinking. But that's where I'm at now on my journey, and I'm trying to navigate it. I'll figure it out.
What kind of things set off that anger?
What kind of things set off that anger? I mean, boy, I haven't experienced it for a while, but I'll be honest with you. Big gay people are scary to me.
God damn.
What do you mean? When I'm like standing by myself and 3 gay dudes are next to me touching my leg, I get scared.
He go, hey, when I got 3 gay dudes, where is he hanging out? Over on Bourbon Street. That's what I need to know. What's the R bar stand for? The rape bar? That's where he got into the altercation, was at the R bar. That's real. This is another Bob above the water moment, but only this one little part of it. Where he goes, when 3 gay guys are hanging out with you, they're all rubbing on your legs. One of them is grabbing your balls. The other one's got his thumb all the way in your asshole. He goes, yeah, that'll get you scared. That'll get you scared. He goes, when you go to see Cats as a 16-year-old kid and you get raped by Mr. Mustaphanes, he goes, yeah, that'll make you scared. He goes, that'll make you scared of a gay. You know, that's like so fucking funny to me. I'm really pulling references from thin air right now. That last one was from Team America World Police. You ever see that?
No.
There's a whole joke in there about a guy who hates he hates actors, right? And the guy finally gets in the breakdown and he goes, why the fuck do you hate actors so much? And he tells him this whole long story about how he went to see Cats as a kid and they invited him backstage and he got raped by Mr. Mustaphanes and that's why he hates actors. Like that, and this is what Shia is going through right now. He goes, I'm telling you, that Mr. Mustaphanes. You go, memories all alone in the moonlight. Shia LaBeouf goes into sleeper cell mode. He starts having PSD or whatever, PTSD, and starts killing people, like having Vietnam flashbacks. He goes, they ain't gonna rape me again.
All man complex, some kind of Napoleonic. I don't know what it is. I think it's something that has to do with anger and ego more so than my drinking. But that's where I'm at now on my journey, and I'm trying to navigate it. I'll figure it out.
What kind of things set off that anger?
What kind of things set off that anger? I mean, boy, I haven't experienced it for a while, but I'll be honest with you. Big gay people are scary to me.
But notice how he prefaced that. He goes, boy, I haven't experienced this for a while. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm like, he's having a flashback right now. He goes, big gay guys scare me right now. And now listen to how specific listen to how Pacific this next couple of lines that come out of his mouth are. This is real, dude.
What do you mean?
When I'm like standing by myself and 3 gay dudes are next to me touching my leg, I get scared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, ain't nothing to be sorry about. Any guy would get scared, gay or straight. If 3 gay guys were all on you, just raping you right there in the middle of the dance floor, anyone would be scared of that. I don't think anybody is off, like not on his side right now. It's like, that is the scariest thing I could possibly imagine. Just getting assaulted by 3 gay guys in the middle of a bar. You know, like they're tag teaming you. You're like trying to get away and they're all like touching you from, you're like, oh, oh. You know what I mean? You can't. That's the scariest fucking thing I can imagine. Nothing to be sorry about here.
If that's homophobic, then I'm that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Does that happen a lot?
No, it just happened one time.
Recently?
Well, that's why got arrested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so now he's saying the 3 gay guys are the reason he got arrested? That's what had him crawling around like a crab on Bourbon Street? You remember that? No shirt on, crawling around like a crab trying to get at everybody's ankle. He's just like trying to bite everybody's ankles that night. You know what I mean? He was losing his mind. 3 gay guys will do that to you. You ain't strong enough. I'm telling you. As a mentally, you ain't strong enough.
Well.
If a little sexual assault can do that to you, have you like crawling around like a crab trying to bite people's ankles on Bourbon Street? A little sexual assault did that to you. I'm sorry. You just not. You ain't fit for this world we like to call Hollywood. These people were getting raped for breakfast in Hollywood. You know what I mean? It's like that was literally part of the call sheet. It was like, you're getting raped at 7 a.m. We'll see you on set at 8:30. Take it or leave it. You know what I mean?
That's why this is happening to him.
Yeah, that's what that really is. They go, Shia, we have a movie for you. It's called Holes. He goes, I already shot Holes. They go, no. It's not the Disney one. We have another movie called Holes for you, Shia. He goes, oh, shit. He goes, this is what they all warned me about. It's what Isaac Cappy was warning us all about. You know, I love that. He goes, if that's homophobic, then I guess I'm that. Like the way he says it, I guess I'm that. You know, that's so fucking funny. Look at this. Listen to this. Shia's coming to Jesus moment. Listen, the way Shia talks about Jesus makes me want to believe. I'm a believer. I believe in Jesus.
He switched to water.
He did switch to water. He went from wine to water. I believe in Jeebus. I'm a believer in Jeebus.
You know, I want to talk about some old shit.
Go ahead, bro.
The He Will Not Divide Us project.
Come on, dog.
Hell
I was
yeah.
just thinking today, I was like, that was Shia.
Yeah.
And you were kind of ahead of the curve on that.
Hey, bro, different time, different spirit, different everything, just everything. And I wasn't wrong. He didn't.
You don't think Trump divided us?
No. It depends on your sensibilities. I still stand by the statement I put on the wall. He will not divide us, and he did not.
Well, he did divide the public.
No. He, look, we did the.
That's right. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's right there. That's what I'm talking about. This is another Bob out of the water moment coming at Shia LaBeouf. Oh, yes. This is so fucking good. He goes, well, actually, I'm a Christian, man. I'm a Catholic. You know what I mean? I was raped on the set of fucking Even Stevens.
No. It depends on your sensibilities. I still stand by the statement I put on the wall. He will not divide us, and he did not.
Well, he did divide the public.
No. He, look, we did.
He literally, it sounds like he's joking around with him. How like actually intentional that sounds. It sounds like he's literally fucking with Andrew Callahan right now, and that would be like
so hilarious.
The greatest satire that you could possibly like. That's the greatest satirical mind. If he did that on purpose to him, like that one little moment of comedic genius where he did that on purpose to him, he goes, let me make myself sound like an actual Trump supporter here. He goes, A-E-I-O-U, bing, bang, walla, walla, bing, bang. And you know what I mean? He goes, holy shit. Like, now Andrew's, like, on the ropes. He goes, wait, hold up. This guy is actually the smartest man I've ever met in my entire life? Or, like, he really is going crazy, you know? Shia LaBeouf is doing, like, a Charles Manson. You remember how Charles Manson used to, like, freak out and shit when they would, like, question him on the stand? You never seen that?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Dude, he would, like, bug out and, like, start dancing and
yeah.
shit. You're like, whoa, dude, Charles, chill. You know? I gotta see that one more time. Bing, bang, ooh, bing, bang, walla, walla, bing, bang. It's like, might as well be what he did just now.
When I put on the wall, he will not divide us, and he did not.
Well, he did divide the public.
No. He, look, the beauty of that piece actually was ability to be both things. And I don't want to fuck the art up. So I'm not going to speak on it no more.
Only one thing can get you out of this, and that's Jesus. It's only one thing that's going to get you out of that fucking tongue twister thing that just happened, right? This is the only thing that's going to get you out of that. You might as well just pray. Pray.
Want to choose a side? I'm a Catholic.
Christ first.
First. Only.
What would you say to Jesus if you could meet him?
I wouldn't say shit.
Really?
Nah. But I'll kiss him.
Damn, yo. Yo, Shia gaze.
I kiss him. I kiss his feet. No one say nothing.
Yo, is this acting? Like, this is what I tend to like. I found myself constantly forgetting while watching this. I go, he is an actor. I would like have to consistently remind myself during this.
Well,
You
yeah.
understand what I'm getting at here?
Yeah.
It's like, he really could just be like, this whole thing could be some meta thing that he's like, actors do this kind of shit all the time when they're portraying themselves in the public eye. You know? Who else was another one that was kind of weird like this?
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise is a fucking perfect example of that. He's all like fucking Mission Impossible, does his own stunts and shit, and then you go, in real life, he's a Scientologist. He can't stop going, like, you know, he's like laughing his ass off every 2 seconds. You go, this guy's unhinged. This guy's unhinged. You know? Him, Jim Carrey. It's like, you know, they go a little nutty sometimes.
I mean, yeah.
You know, I don't know. Something. I don't know. He might be the greatest. Like, this whole Jesus thing is throwing me off a little bit, is what I'm getting at. Because I'm like,
Well, he's been all over the place.
that's what I'm saying. But this is like, this is crazy right now. He goes, nothing. I just kiss him. If I saw Jesus, I wouldn't say nothing. I share my blanket with his cute ass. I would share my blanket with his cute ass. I kiss his dirty ass little Arab feet if I saw Jesus. Andrew's like, you know Jesus was a Jew. He goes, what? No, I'm just kidding.
I kiss him. I kiss his feet. No one say nothing.
Yeah. I sprinkle some fairy dust on Jesus like that. You know, you see that little, he goes, for those of you just listening at home, now that he's crying, he's wiping. You know how people like wipe their face and like put on a different face, kind of, they pretend they're wiping their face and they go from happy to sad. He's doing that now, right? For those of you listening. And he's going, okay, what did he just say? I almost forget. That's how like into, oh wait, he goes, he does the face wipe and then he goes like this with his hands, like he's sprinkling like dust or something. He starts like twiddling his fingers, like he goes, I wipe my face, I sprinkle a little fairy dust on Jesus like that.
Kiss his feet. No one say nothing.
Look at this. Look, sprinkle some fairy dust on Jesus.
Chill out with these.
That's how stoned I am. While I was just going through that explanation, I forgot what I was trying to explain to you. In the middle of I'm Shia LaBeouf. In the middle of trying to explain to you the whole fairy dust Jesus thing, I forgot what I was explaining. That's why I had to be like, wait, what were we just talking about, Ashley? Hold up. I'm a little ripped. I'm like Shia. Now watch. We'll end the Shia LaBeouf segment on this one. He pretty much ends the episode by getting like really excited about hearing one of Andrew Callahan's ideas, and he punches a hole in his wall.
Okay, yeah, I hadn't seen this yet.
Let's end it on this one.
Channel
End this
5's
segment.
alive.
Come on. Cheers.
Dead media theory.
Cheers, it's over. You know what the only thing missing is, like for film at least, is distribution. And so what I need to do is I need to cultivate like these podcast relationships. And if I cultivate enough of them and we go hard enough, like if this shit hits 1 million, and we will.
It will.
But you do this enough, right? You make enough of these podcast cultivations.
I like
then
that.
motherfuckers are gonna really look for the stuff, you know? And I don't know, I envision a different future. I'm hopeful, I'll tell you that.
I'm hopeful about the future of media.
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
We're about to launch an independent streaming platform
Right.
for other people's movies.
Right.
Where they get all the residuals.
Bro, game over. Bye.
See how excited he just got? Shia goes, wait, they're thinking about putting residuals back in movie. Mind you, with the invention of streaming, residuals is gone. Like once Netflix became a major player in Hollywood movies, all these actors who are playing in all these Netflix, they're not getting no residuals. It's not like it was with the movie studios.
Okay.
You're getting residuals from the movie sale tickets, from the DVD sales, from the redistribution of platforms like USA, ABC, you know, the cable platforms playing it. They have to pay for the licensing of that, right? To be able to play that on their programs. So this is where your residual checks start coming in, right? Mm-hmm. You film a movie for Netflix, Netflix owns it. That's it. Only people that are paying to potentially watch a movie are the people paying for the Netflix membership. Therefore, they're paying Netflix, not you. You know what I mean? Netflix can't take that $11 subscription and divvy it up into 10 million different portions to give every person on their platform a residual, right?
Right.
It's just not going to happen. So now that's essentially out the goddamn window. Shia LaBeouf's all drunk. He sees Andrew Callahan come up with a crazy media idea while he smoked a little too much Ready Rock, right? Andrew Callahan's tweaking. He goes, we're coming up with the streaming platform. We're going to have only independent films on the streaming platforms, you know, the films that nobody wants to watch. And when nobody pays for them, we'll give the residuals back to the people that put the movies on the platform in the first place. Shia hears this idea and he's all drunk. He goes, that's it. That's going to change the game. Movie business is back, baby. We're all getting residuals. Game over. He like just snaps at the one guy. He goes, you heard my boy. You heard my boy. We're getting residuals back.
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
We're about to launch an independent streaming platform for other people's movies.
Right.
Where they get all the residuals.
Bro, game over.
You see, Shia was about to walk in a different direction. As soon as he heard residuals, he goes, he goes, that's right. It game over. Ain't no thing.
Platform
Right.
for other people's movies.
Right.
Where they get all the residuals.
Bro, game over. Bye. Game over. That's all I need, Andrew. That's the end of it. I don't give a fuck what they say. Fuck it. We win. I don't give a fuck what they say. Bro, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Oh, I just broke my wall. Damn, dude. Damn,
I just
bro.
broke my
I just
wall.
broke my wall. And I just had these walls painted, bro. Fuck. Damn, bro. I broke my wall, bro. Oh, man. I was so excited. I'm going to fix it, dude. I'm going to fix it. Oh, damn, bro. I'm going to fix it.
I'ma fix it, bro. Let's give it up for Shia. He's gonna fix everything. Shia LaBeouf is gonna fix everything.
How old is he?
Shia LaBeouf, if I had to guess, I'd say he's a couple years younger than us.
Younger?
Yeah, I mean, well,
I think he's older.
you think he's older?
I think he's a couple years older than us.
I'd say at most, Shia is 42.
Yeah,
I'd say
could agree to that.
at best, he's 42. I don't give him a day over 42, to be honest with you.
I say, yeah.
So what are we going to move on to next on this beautiful episode of Lost Ox Media? We're going to, what is he? How old is he?
He's 39.
39. So he's like only 3 years older than me. And you're what, 2 years older than me, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. 1 year older than you, 3 years older than me. I'm a young buck in this motherfucker. Over here at Lost Ox Media, I'm the youngest nigga we got. You smell me? No, so that ought to do him. That was a good Shia LaBeouf. That really ought to do him. That Shia LaBeouf really is something. I love it. So we're going to be segueing from one Jew to another. And getting into this Tyler Oliveira stuff, right? So did we talk about, I don't think we talked about the Curious Joel on the show, right? I think we might have done that on live, talked about Curious Joel.
I think it was live.
Right?
Yeah.
So like if you're somebody who's subscribed, have the notifications on because we do not announce the lives. Remember that part? If you're somebody who catches us while we're live, we had talked about one of Tyler Oliveira's videos, this Curious Joel, which was a small town in New York City area that was basically a Jewish enclave, right? There's almost nothing but Jews that lived there. But every single person that he had ran into, and seemingly almost the entire town, was on some form of welfare or another. And the biggest thing that he was pointing out in the video was that, like, a lot of these people seem like they're not even attempting to get jobs. And then they're having kid after kid after kid after kid, which leads to more and more and more state-funded or government-funded assistance, which is essentially coming out of mine and yours tax dollars, right? And one of the biggest things with this Curious Joel place, and one of the biggest things that people have quarrel with the way that quote-unquote Jews are taking advantage of the welfare system, is they don't get married in the eyes of the state, which means essentially to the state, these are two separate people who are both filing for this government assistance, who are then getting it, where this becomes fraudulent, right? They get married at the church. They're getting married in like the synagogue, right? They don't need to fucking file no shit with the state. And in their eyes, they're married in front of the eyes of the Lord. That's as married as you could possibly get. They don't give a shit, right? So once Tyler Oliveira came out with this video about this welfare abuse in Curious Joel, I mean, people lost their goddamn minds. And mind you, this is along the same lines of this Nick Shirley, who's pointing out fraud in Michigan with these Somalis, right? So a lot of this like double standard criticism coming from people is they go, why is everybody praising Nick Shirley for finding fraud in Michigan when it's brown people, but when it's a bunch of Jews committing fraud in New York City, everybody has a problem with it, because this Tyler guy has gotten nothing but hell since that Curious Joel video. And now he does another one on another town in New Jersey. And this one kind of struck close to home for me. This one kind of struck a chord with me because I am from New Jersey. I'm from a small town in South Jersey called Little Egg Harbor. Not too far from this Lakewood, New Jersey, where Tyler Oliveira did this video. And I'm going to tell you right now, when I was growing up, I'm 36 years old, right? When I was growing up, I went to college in a city called Toms River. And Lakewood, New Jersey, where Tyler did this video about these Jews and this welfare fraud in New Jersey, Lakewood, New Jersey was like a bordering town of Toms River. So a lot of times when I'd be driving from where I live to college, I'd be seeing like just swaths of these like Hasidic Jews just kind of trucking down the street together and shit. And everyone from every part of the state of New Jersey always knew about Lakewood. They knew of Lakewood. They go, there's a lot of crazy ass looking Jews out there. Not crazy, but you know, you don't see with the furry hats and the shit like that a lot, and the trench coats. It's like, it's foreign to you. So people would be like, yeah, it's crazy. You see them walking down the street and stuff. No shit talk, really, as I was growing up. It wasn't like anyone was like making fun of it.
It's like seeing an Amish person, kind of.
It would be exactly like seeing an Amish person. They go, did you see the beard on that guy? Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that, right?
You're like a museum fact.
Exactly. So as I was growing up, everyone from every part of New Jersey knew of Lakewood, right? They knew a lot of Hasidic Jews lived out there, and everyone kind of almost akined it to like a Chinatown, right? It just happened to be where a lot of them lived. This video that Tyler Oliveira did, right, is something completely different than what I grew up knowing Lakewood to be. It seems like since I've been there, since I was growing up in that area, a good 17 to 20 years ago, a lot of fucking things have changed in Lakewood, New Jersey. One of them being that this little small town, Lakewood, has not only had a lot of Jews moving in since that happened, but a lot of Jews being born in that area since that happened. And that little small part of Lakewood has been completely overrun. And I'm not saying this in like, oh, there's a lot of them like who live there. I'm saying like, not only is there a lot of them who live there, they outvoted the mayors, they outvoted the city councilmen, they outvoted the zoning boards, they outvoted the school boards, they outvoted like the entire political and administrative system of Lakewood, to where now it is all Jews that run that town, right? And one of the biggest things that's happening is they're essentially gutting the public school system for non-Jews and taking all of that money and funneling it into their private religious Jewish schools. And people seem to be having a huge problem with this. Go ahead, hit me.
I got problems with it too.
The whole thing is like fucking, it's mind-boggling. And
and all I know is this video.
Yeah, and I grew up seeing this. Like,
ahead.
Oh wait, what's happening?
I am.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Did I just get bamboozled?
2 steps.
Oh yeah, I did somehow get bamboozled. All right, well, I'm going to find the video real quick. But like I was saying, just me watching it and stuff like that, it was very, like, surreal to be like, holy shit. Because like I said to you before we started recording, I was like, yeah, I grew up knowing about the place, but I had no idea that any of that was going on until, like, I watched the video. And I'm from New Jersey. You know, it, like, really blew my mind that much that I was like, wow. And now, a big thing about this whole thing is it's not even just Lakewood anymore. It's starting to spread upward into the, like, townships like Howell, Jackson, you know, the other parts where it's kind of like almost going closer and closer to New York, almost to be, like, bridging the gap of Curious Joel and fucking Lakewood, New Jersey, right? It's, like, kind of nuts. But I wanted to share some of the stuff. You know, I told you about me and my perspective of it growing up, right? So let's listen to the history of Lakewood from the perspective of a New Jerseyan, right?
It's going to be a fight.
I ride around Lakewood. There are near Lakewood, outside of Lakewood, and all these towns around Lakewood. There are housing developments. Where Goyim live, there are no Yidden there yet, but all these housing developments. Someone who they could turn it around. We saw what happened in Lakewood itself. There are a lot of other opportunities if people want to take that jump and become a shtickle pioneer.
Now, a shtickle pioneer. Think about everything I just said. How they voted out the administrative system for the entire town, and then with that in the back of your mind, listen to what this asshole just got done saying. He's essentially saying, yo, there's an assload of fucking, like, abandoned or low-income housing in these neighborhood towns. Bro, we could all buy that shit up, run everyone the fuck out, and do just like Lakewood, New Jersey, bro. They could get all the Goyim the fuck out of that bitch, and you could be a shtickle pioneer. You could start a whole shtickle and a shtickle. You know, it's like, what the fuck?
I ride around Lakewood. There are near Lakewood, outside of Lakewood, and all these towns around Lakewood. There are housing developments. Where Goyim live, there are no Yidden there yet, but all these housing developments. Someone who they could turn it around. We saw what happened in Lakewood itself. There are a lot of other opportunities if people want to take that jump.
Now, you see how he's, like, being very careful how he's wording this, right? He goes, it's Goyim that lived there. He's not even saying that they're abandoned. I was, like, just being nice just now when I was explaining it. He's literally saying there are people there, right? Mm-hmm. But you can't just flat out in a fucking recorded meeting go, we can get him out of there, right? You got to be careful about it. You got to go, you know, there's some Goyim living there. There's no Yid in there yet, right? But just like Lakewood, if somebody wanted to, you know, take that leap, there are opportunities, you know, where we could throw some Yidden in there. You know, we throw some Yidden in there. We could make the Goyim real uncomfortable. Eventually they leave, you know, and then we have the whole place to ourselves. You know, we vote out the school district, you know?
And become a shtickle pioneer.
As the Orthodox Jewish community consolidated political power in Lakewood, taking majority control of the township committee, planning board, zoning board, and school board, financially depleting the public school system for non-Jewish kids, overwhelming local infrastructure, and turning a once quiet town into a densely populated, over-trafficked Jewish enclave prioritizing Jews over non-Jews. Before I investigate the Jewish takeover of Lakewood and of the nearby town of Jackson, I first want to visit the town where the blueprint was born, Muncie, New York.
Someone like David Badner saw the opportunity a few years ago. He bought several 50 to 100 houses in Muncie. I believe that he single-handedly, in a certain way, turned around Muncie. These are opportunities that come up every once in a while, and someone has to step up to the plate.
Turned around Muncie for who? That's what I want to know. That's what's so funny about the way that he's, like, trying to word this. He goes, we could really turn this place around for who? For who, dog? Because I don't eat kosher, homie. I don't be fucking praying in fucking bathhouses and shit with 13-year-old girls before they get their period to make them win. I don't do the same shit as you, doggy. You know? And here's the thing. If I wanted to, I ain't even invited. So, you know, it's like they're all segregated as shit. You know what I mean? But to them, it's their own self-doing. Like, we're not. Nobody's fucking sitting there going, you can only hang out in this corner of town. You know what I mean? It's not like that. So it's funny to me to hear this guy go, there's opportunities. We could turn the place around. For who? For who? I don't know any Jewish anything that, like, is just open to everyone. You understand? You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think like a non-Jew could just go to like a Jewish synagogue to just check it out. Can you? I really don't. Like, they would probably be like, yo,
I feel like you could.
You don't think that they would give you no goddamn stink eye? They might make it uncomfortable for you, bro. They might make it real uncomfortable for you. I don't know, though. I am sounding very bigoted.
We can go find out. We can try.
I'll go to one. I got a pair of Meta glasses. I'll go to a goddamn synagogue. You want to go to one next weekend? Shit.
Maybe.
I'll go to a synagogue next weekend. Yeah.
Don't we have to go on Friday?
Why? There's a lot of yidden over there on Friday at the synagogue.
No, something happens on Friday. I see him walking.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it's the Shiva. It's the bar mitzvah Shiva. I don't really know too much, to be honest. Look at this, though. This shit had me going nuts, bro. This guy. So, look, Lakewood was bad. He did a lot of, like, interviews with people. They were Jews. Like, watch this guy. This guy had me fucking dying. Watch this. Let's see. The Jew Whisperer, right? He's trying to conduct interviews with these people, and watch what happens when he's conducting interviews with just townspeople all over the Curious Joel video. That's how tight-knit these guys are. In different states. They're sitting there sending out distress signals going, boo,
well, boo, they're not very far away states.
Boo, you know, but that's crazy, though. In a whole nother town, everyone knows your name, who you are, what you look like. I understand you're a YouTuber and shit, but it's like, I don't know if the Proud Boys can even organize that fucking well. This is crazy.
I mean, true. They do flip phones. They are flip phone people.
That's what I'm saying. How does everyone have his picture? Nobody has a fucking electronic device past the year 1996. How does everybody have his picture?
We're all in the same boat.
What should we know about Lakewood?
It's a great place. You're always welcome here.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we've got, no, it's welcoming for the most part. A few guys are fired up. We try to give them the chance to speak, have a conversation. Do a little psst.
Look at that. Look at that. The guy goes, Lakewood's a great place. You're welcome here anytime, right? Guy comes over with a yarmulke on. He goes a little pss, 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 in the guy's ear. Now watch.
What whisper did we miss?
Nothing. I gotta go now, but
I love it. To a T.
Nothing.
The guy gets a whisper, then he goes quiet. Would you like to say anything? How you doing? Or with this guy whispering in his brethren's ears, he comes up when they're talkative and sweet, and he goes pss, 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 and then they stop talking. It is miraculous. Tyler, good to meet you.
Imagine if like Christians acted like this. Like I'm being 100% serious. I'm not even a Christian. Imagine if Christians acted like this. Like wherever they went. They would be ostracized to shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I understand that like Jews had the Holocaust and shit, but you still acting weird as shit.
Yeah.
And then when people go like, yo, that's weird as fuck, they go, you're anti-Semitic. It's like, no, nigga, you're weird, bro. Like, I'm sorry. You just a fucking weird guy. Like, I don't know what the hell to tell you. I'm sorry that I can't call a spade anymore. Why? Because the spade's Jewish? You still a spade. I'm sorry. You got to call it like you see it. I will admit, though, the yarmulke fires sometimes, though. Like, you have... like, I see the yarmulke sometimes. I go, the yarmulke fire as hell, bro. What? Look when this guy turns around. Watch when he goes to whisper.
Do a little pss.
Look, that yarmulke looking fire like that. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I could rock I would rock a yarmulke. I would have no issue with it. See, that's really, if you think about it, dude, you want to fuck with a Jewish person's head? You want to start fucking with the Jewish psyche, right? Start adopting shit like that. They would not know what the fuck to do.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Nobody does that.
If you think about it like that, you know, because Jews, like, I'm not even, it's crazy, like, how stigmatized it is to call a Jew. I almost feel guilty saying it. That's like me feeling guilty about calling a Puerto Rican a Puerto Rican. or a Canadian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, why would I feel guilty about that? But it's kind of like that would really like Jews kind of they kind of like pride themselves on they're not violent, they don't steal, they have like a really high, you know, code of ethics and shit like that comes with the religion, right? Nothing wrong with being proud of that. But how fast would you short circuit that whole way of thinking if you started adopting little shit like wearing the yarmulke? They go, now you're you're mocking my religion and shit. That's how they're going to take that, right? And that's when you're going to start seeing the gloves come off. Like, they're not going to give a fuck, bro. You really want to start fighting fire with fire? You start being a victim to the victim. Start wearing the yarmulke. See how fast they start fucking with you. Like, I could only imagine it now. A Jewish guy will try to hit you, I bet. If he's like, yo, take it off. You're not even a Jew. I go, fuck you. I'm not taking off shit. I guarantee you a Jew, one of them is going to try to fight you. They're going to be like, bro, you fucking with the holy schmitzvah or something. You know, I don't know what they say. But that would be a way to fuck with them. Yeah. I might get a yarmulke. You know how they keep it on?
Bobby pins?
There's a clip in there. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. That's fire, bro. I want a tiny hat that will not come off when I shake my head. I think that's fucking dope. And you already seen my beanie.
Yeah.
I have a beanie. I'm already like halfway there. I got brimless hats and shit that I wear all the time. You know? It's like, I'm not far off from this. I might have to do it.
Okay,
But this is what I'm talking about. You see how they're whispering, acting all crazy? And you go, Elias, it's a couple Jews in Lakewood, bro. You're acting a little crazy. There's a couple Jews in Lakewood. Yeah, Elias, I know, yeah, there's a lot of Jews. They might have outvoted the administrative system within the town. You know what I mean? But that tends to happen when a lot of people vote with the same interests, right? So you just kind of sound crazy. Kind of sounds coincidental that they just happen to be Jews, right? Wrong. Listen to this.
I will break my head.
No problem. Eventually, when you break your head too much, you end up digging water. When you dig water, there's nothing under it.
You were in Jackson, which is really...
That's what I love. A Jew always thinks they sound so smart. They're like the most... it's like, you break in your head, you're going to dig in water. And you dig in water, and there's nothing underneath it. And he goes, and that's why you're fucking Goyim. It's like, nigga, you're an inbred retard. What did you just say? Like, you sound like one of the guys from Hills Have Eyes right now. He's not what I'm talking about. Listen to this guy that left Tyler a voicemail trying to get in touch with him when he heard that he was fucking doing this documentary. Listen to this. This is actually fucking insane.
Really like a continuation of Lakewood. By the way, I don't know if you know how I toppled the government there. They had all these anti-Semitic laws. It was crazy. I had 2 conversations with the White House.
So now Tyler is getting a voicemail from a very rich and powerful Jew that's bragging about how he toppled the government in Jackson, New Jersey, which is one of the bordering towns of Lakewood. Now, you remember how I was telling you how this was starting to spread, right? This is Dr. Richard Roberts, former mega millionaire and Jewish philanthropist. Let's give it up for the man, the one and the only Dr. Richard Roberts. Wait until you hear Tyler talk about Mr. Richard's accomplishments.
Eventually, DOJ got involved. But anyway, so I don't know, are you already doing your Lakewood thing?
I'm here with Dr. Richard Roberts. You sold a pharmaceutical company for $800 million. You were the vice chairman of the Israel Advisory Committee for Donald Trump in 2016.
Yes.
And you reached out to me. Why did you reach out to me via email?
There's a guy living in Lakewood who sold a fucking pharmaceutical company for $800 million.
Wait, I missed that he lives in Lakewood.
He lives in like Lakewood or Jackson. He's around this area.
Okay.
Leaving voicemails to Tyler, bragging about how he toppled the government in Jackson due to quote unquote anti-Semitic laws.
Oh, he was letting him listen to his own voice.
Yes. He was playing it and going, this is you. Why the fuck are you, a man who just sold a pharmaceutical company for $800 million, who was the fucking, he was like the fucking, I don't know, consultant for like a Jewish affairs or something like that in the Donald Trump administration in his first term as president. He goes, why is a guy like you trying to contact a YouTuber like me over doing a fucking piece on Lakewood, New Jersey? Like, now you understand, like, this is kind of like showing you the scale of like, you go to look into something like this. It's like, whoa, man, if everyone's just kind of really down and out in Lakewood and they just all happen to be Jewish and, you know, they got a lot of kids, so they just happen to need welfare, why do they need like a almost billionaire to be toppling governments to try to help them get what they need in the town? Why? To me, I'm like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, I go, this guy knows people in the fucking Department of Justice and shit. You know, like, he legitimately knows people in the fucking White House. And he's calling me, leaving me voice. I'd be scared as fuck. They're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. I'm going to go to Lakewood. They're going to kill me. You know what I mean? I would be nervous. If a man worth $10 million is leaving me voicemails to get in touch with me, I'm nervous. Let alone $800 million. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm out. I'm never going back to Lakewood again. And this guy, you think that this guy is like just some millionaire? Wait until I'm gonna play a little later. I'm gonna play exactly. He talks about everything that he did. He sounds like a member of the Mossad. He goes, we had spies in there. I was sending fake text messages. We made a website, had like all these quotes on it. We had pictures. We were making commercials. The guy was nuts. I go, holy shit. Everything they say about the Jews in Hollywood and shit, it's all real. Like, you get what I'm saying? If this guy is doing this over a town, you're trying to tell me that Jews in Hollywood are not fucking dotting all sorts of T's and crossing all sorts of I's to make crazy shit happen behind. It's like, come on, man. How do I believe anything else but the goddamn conspiracies now? You know what?
Yeah.
It's nuts. I'm sorry. I sound like the craziest anti-Semite. And here's the thing. Anti-Semitism is not even a fucking word. All right? It's fucking fake. It's called bigotry. It's called fucking bigotry, bro. There's no anti-blackivism, anti-Chineseism. You know what I mean? Nobody has their own special ism. It's called fucking bigotry, bro. That's it. Anti-Semitism. The fuck out of here with that. It's not even a fucking real word. Now listen to this. We'll touch back on all the crazy spy shit that he did later. I want to show you kind of like the difference in the way that like the Jews kind of get treated when they want to do certain things involving, you know, them saying, hey, we're doing it in the basis of our religion, right? And I'm going to show you that comparison to like if Christians wanted to do something along those lines, right? You can go ahead and pee, and I'll be taking it away from here. You know, go ahead. Do it now.
Okay.
Run. God damn. We need to get you like a diaper or something when we're recording, okay? Okay. So guys, watch. Check this out. This is actually crazy. These guys over here in Lakewood, not only do they have like fucking their own, why can't I find the fucking time code here? Oh, there we go. Not only do they have like, you know, they have the city council kind of outvoted. They outvoted like the mayor. They outvoted the school board, the zoning board, all this stuff, right? They have like their own fucking police force in that bitch, right? And this is not like a state sanctioned like police force. This is like not having to do with any type of fucking police actions that me and you would have to deal with. They have their own internal Jewish police force in Lakewood. And here's the crazy thing. These motherfuckers will like blow through stop signs and shit like that as if it's like no fucking big deal, right? And the reason why I say I want you to kind of compare this to like Christians, right, is like I want you to think of in your town, if your local church said, hey, we're going to start our own police force, right? Not only are we going to start our own police force, we're going to have our own cars with sirens, lights, our own little logos on them. We're going to get our own little uniforms. It's going to say CAP, Christ Against Police. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever, you know, like how, whatever it's going to be. It's instead of cop, it's cap, right? And it's all Christian funded. You know, it's all paid for by the people who donate to the church, everything like that, right? Picture if your local church wanted to do that. Now, picture if your local church wanted to do that and actually in the car turned on the sirens and just started blasting through every red light that they possibly could. I want you to imagine if they did that, right? How fast do you think the police would be pulling over those fucking cars and going, are you guys out of your fucking minds? You get what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
You would be immediately arrested. They go, we don't give a fuck how much Christ has to do with it, bro. You cannot impersonate law enforcement. You cannot impersonate emergency services like this. This is all federal goddamn crimes, right? But not if the Jews do it. Check this out. These motherfuckers got their own police force, their own ambulances. They're all blowing through fucking red lights, all sirens. None of them actual law enforcement. How crazy is this? Look at this.
You're afraid, I think. I don't even know what's going on. Oh man, these guys are next level. I feel like I got dropped off on an alien planet. And you might be wondering, what is Hot Zola and how are they able to blast through red lights like that?
It's like a community watch, but they think they are cops. If you notice, they had their lights on and they just ran a red light just like a police officer would do. No uniform. They had the Jewish uniform on, sure. White pants and the curls.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I would do the most Jewish thing that I could possibly do if I was ever driving through Lakewood, New Jersey. One of those assholes gets their sirens on and tries going through a red light. I'm driving as if they're not even there. I'm going to let the asshole T-bone the shit out of me, and I'm going to sue the fuck out of the entire organization. And the first thing I'm going to do in the court filing is I'm going to go, they're not even real law enforcement. Why were they blowing through the red light like that? Case closed. I'm going to go, I don't give a fuck a Jew, no Jew, religion, no religion. Nobody is above the law here, right? This is why we're in the courthouse, right? Thanks, you just made me a millionaire. I appreciate it. This is Jillian Michaels type shit. I go, yes, you just made me a millionaire. Thank you very much. And then from that point on, anytime anyone has anything bad to say about Jewish people, I go, those motherfuckers made me rich. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them. They all made me rich as hell. Imagine if you're Christian, or imagine if a Muslim organization did this in Dearborn, Michigan. Imagine that. Imagine that. Well, half the actual police in Dearborn, Michigan are like Muslims. They'd just be like, oh, no, this is my cousin. You know what I mean? But you get what I'm saying. It's like, this should not be a thing.
No.
To have literally emergency service. Like, you can do this. You can be like a volunteer, right? And be like, you know, I'm kind of helping them. But you should not have access to real medicine. Like, you get what I'm saying here? You should not be like, there should be no syringes of like fucking opiates in there to like help people, you know what I mean? If they're in a car accident, you should have none of that. I guarantee you this guy has got so many drugs in that goddamn thing. You know what I mean? It's like unbelievable. This is what I'm saying. This is the kind of shit that people are getting like pissed off about now. This double standard shit.
Yeah.
It's like, who the fuck, like nobody's asking for this except for the Jews within that town. And here's the thing. They talk about it in this video. This Hat Zola, the first responder unit and the police units, both funded by the state. So now the taxpayers are paying into this fucking quote unquote volunteer fucking public safety service, right? Those motherfuckers ain't gonna come to your goddamn house. You call 911 and someone's breaking into your shit. You think Hot Zola's gonna come in that motherfucker? No. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, you're what? You're where? No, we only handle the stickles. You know what I mean? It's like, you're done. You're dead after that. You know, it's crazy to me. The whole thing is crazy to me. And listen to this guy, the plan to topple the government, bro. This shit was just nuts to me. Listen to this. Back to Dr. What was his name? Like Richard Roberts or something. It's like he had the weirdest, like, double first name shit. Robert Richards, Richard Roberts or something like that. Dr. Jewenstein was his name. Double Jew. Now listen to this. I told you, you heard the voicemail. He's sitting there like, yeah, I toppled the government. You know, I'm just little old me. I'm just a little old Joe. You know, they had anti-Semitism going on in there. This is my thing, right? You know how that guy was like, you break your head and you dig water and you dig water and you got nothing and you know what I mean, blah, blah, blah. This guy sits there and goes, yeah, I toppled the government because they had all these anti-Semitism like things going on. They had anti-Semitic laws and different things like that going on and blah, blah, blah. When you hear what he says he did to topple the government, you go, no, you were digging for all that. Like, you know how it is when, like, if you really go looking for something hard enough, you're just going to find it. Even if it's, like, not even real, it's to you, you're going to find it, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. You could think, like, your wife is, like, cheating or something, right? And it's like, she could be the most innocent person in the world, but if you keep digging and digging and digging and digging, you're going to find something to you that proves it to you. That goes, I knew it. I fucking always knew it, because you're not going to stop looking until you're satisfied. Eventually, your mind is going to try to cope with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and this is what he sounds like. He goes, I digged as hard as I possibly could, and then the second I found something anti-Semitic, I harped on it. And then this is how we toppled the government, right? But he tries to make it seem like they were all Jew haters out the rip. And like, it's like, what the fuck?
They're suffering.
Why did you topple the government?
I told you
How
why.
did you do it with ease?
Oh, it was not with ease. It was a tremendous amount of work. Agent in Manhattan, trying to get the stories out to the press. And then I met with this political group, like I said, who ran senatorial campaigns. We got the cell phone numbers of all the people in Jackson, and we planned to text. We started a website.
Now listen to what he just said. He goes, oh shit. Sorry, I accidentally fucking backed up the time code. So,
correct. Just for this.
Hold up. Sorry.
For schools, for now it's going into Howell. Children, and communities just growing against times a day. Morning professional, seeing the number of township emails to see if we were praying.
Okay, so the house was
people here.
In contrast to the Super Bowl.
Oh, what the fuck? I accidentally just changed like the whole time code. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm fucking like tripping out here. Remember how I told you if you're highlighted over the time code and you hit left or right, it'll change the whole time code fucking.
You were doing all that?
Yeah, I was just accidentally doing that. So now listen to what he says when he goes, I toppled the government. He said, I had an agent somewhere in Manhattan. They were trying to run like editorials out there. He goes, I had hired this like fucking public publicity like campaign company or whatever. They got me the cell phones of the people that were in the administration, and we planted text messages. This is like the first 3 sentences that he says right out the rip. You go, that's the most like schemy, diabolical shit I've ever heard in my entire life. That's scratching the surface of what he did to get these guys fucking out of government. Listen to this shit.
They're suffering.
Why did you topple the government?
I told you
why.
How
did you do it with ease?
Oh, it was not with ease. It was a tremendous amount of work. Agent in Manhattan, trying to get the stories out to the press.
Agent in Manhattan, we tried to get those stories out to the press, right?
Then I met with this political group, like I said, who ran senatorial campaigns. We got the cell phone numbers of all the people in Jackson, and we planned to text.
So now we hired a company that did, political editorial campaigns. We got them to give us all the phone numbers of the committee in Jackson, and we planted texts. This is spy versus spy. It's like the first 3 sentences you're talking to me. This is like Israel is literally like working with you or something to get this done, right? This what it sounds like. John Kiriakou is fucking like fighting against you guys right now in the CIA, like actively.
We started a website called familiesforjacksonjustice.org. By the way, I've since abandoned the website. Anti-Semites took it over. It's like when the Republican Club, which was vehemently anti-Semitic and run by the mayor of Jackson, had a U.S. Senate candidate, Republican candidate, there for their meeting, I had spies inside.
Republican candidates were having meetings. I have spies, he says. I have spies. Imagine if any politician any American politician, a mayor, anyone, said, I have spies in the opposite or in the person who's running against me. I have spies in his organization. every single person you know would go, get this communist out of here. Immediately. They go, everyone vote against this man. He has spies. You know, you get what I'm saying? This is like, he's bragging about this as if like he's done some tremendous amount of work for the Jewish people. It's like, dude, you're a fucking shyster, bro. You have spies in the fucking goddamn Republican committee, like in Jackson. Or you fucking high? And then they go, you guys, it's anti-Semitic to say that the Jews are in control of everything and run the media and would do anything like have spies in an organization to try to get our, laws put into place so that we can better ourselves in society. You can't say it's anti-Semitic. This guy is literally like laying out the entire blueprint for the fucking whole shit. And I can't say that? It's wrong of me to say that when this guy is literally going, yeah, no, we do that. Everything that everyone says that we do, that we bitch about, no, we do it. We actually do it.
Trying to get the stories out to the press. And then I met with this political group, like I said, who ran senatorial campaigns. We got the cell phone numbers of all the people in Jackson, and we planned to text. We started a website called familiesforjacksonjustice.org. By the way, I've since abandoned the website. Anti-Semites took it over. It's like when the Republican Club, which was vehemently anti-Semitic and run by the mayor of Jackson, had a U.S. Senate candidate, Republican candidate, there for their meeting, I had spies inside the organization, non-Jews, who were telling me what was going on. So
I had non-Jew spies. So now what is this? Now, Jews do not control the Goyim, right? But they claim they do not control the Goyim. Even their own spies are Goyim. Okay? We don't control them, but we do have spies. We do have a couple spies. Now, you trying to tell me they got spies in goddamn Jackson Township, New Jersey. Trying to tell me maybe ain't a couple non-Jew spies in the goddamn White House? Ain't a couple non-Jews? Like, I know I sound conspiratorial right now, but if they are doing it at, like, the fucking township level, what makes you think that people...
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. It's like crazy. I don't even hate Jews. Like, I'm not even like one of the I see a Jew, I kiss him on the cheek. Like Shia, I go, I don't say nothing to a Jew, I kiss him. I kiss him on the feet, man, like Jesus. Because Jesus was a Jew. I don't care. But come on, man. Like, this is crazy. It's crazy that, like, somebody could see this, right? Me saying all this. Someone could see this and go, he's got to lose his job now. Like, it's crazy. Like, that's nuts to me. For this?
Yeah.
Like, for literally, the guy is laying out the blueprint, and I'm sitting there going, they control it. They control it. I'm anti-Semitic for saying that. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Okay. I didn't know that. It was bigoted to tell the truth. What the fuck?
The Republican Club, they had their senatorial candidate about to speak. We then texted to everyone in Jackson 5 minutes before he spoke. Here's this new website exposing the religious discrimination. I had it populated with all kinds of information, statements. The mayor.
So now the same Republican candidate that was going to the Republicans meeting that he's talking about that he had non-Jew spies in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was going to speak at an event, maybe at some other point in time, right? 5 minutes before he's about to speak on stage, this guy, like a fucking cyber criminal, sends a text message, a synchronized text message to everyone in the Republican Party with a link to a website where he has now populated that website with all statements and things that he deems that this guy said that are anti-Semitic or did that are anti-Semitic, right? So now he is like legitimately like smear campaigning this man to all of his peers 5 minutes before he's about to speak on stage like a cyber criminal. He's doing this. I don't know. Like, I'm like, this is crazy to think. Like, the fact that this is a guy just almost billionaire doing this to topple a township administration is crazy to me.
And he's not even the same type of Jewish.
Yeah, he's not even like fucking Hasidic. You know, like these are like all Hasidic, right? Like, is that what you're getting at? It's like nuts to me, but this is the thing. The Jews, man, you got to give it to them. They stick to fucking together, bro. If Americans stuck together like Jews stuck together, like nothing would be able to stop this country. Not that anything can stop us now, you know what I mean? But like, we would really be like unstoppable. If Americans just in general were as tight-knit as Jews were, it would be like, you're talking Roman Empire all over again. Like, it would be nuts, the shit we would be doing. We would just be blasted. Like, Europe would be ours. Like, there'd be, like, nothing over there. It'd be all America. You get what I'm saying? Like, we would be unstoppable if we thought in a unified way, the way that Jewish people do. Like, they talk about it in this video. This is why, like, perspectively to the Goyim, the Jews are so powerful. This is why the Goyim have that perspective about the Jews. Is because you have to think, they're all moving in one fucking synchronized unit, right? Americans, everyone who's not Jewish is not moving that way. They're all in different directions. They're all believing different things. There's no unity outside of the Jewish community. You get what I mean? This is like, you ain't ever going to beat a force like that. Think about, like, you know how in, like, cartoons, like, a whole bunch of ants will turn into like a guy, right? Mm-hmm, and that's the Jews. That's Jews. They all get together and they make one giant mecha Jew, and that's it. You ain't ever stopping that. And you can't do that without a unified sense of being, right? Like, it's just not possible. And to listen to this guy, can't be the only one of them who's thinking this way. He can't be. You get what I'm saying? He's just one of the powerful ones who's thinking like this. This is crazy to me.
Of Jackson have been voice recorded, not by me, but it was sent to me. Religious discrimination. I had it populated with all kinds of information, statements. The mayor of Jackson had been voice recorded, not by me, but it was sent to me, where he was asked by the chairman of the Ocean County Republican Party if these were churches, would we be opposing them? He said, absolutely not. It was discrimination against Jews. They were going crazy with all the things I was doing, putting pressure on them. There was fighting going on among the elected political people. Resignations had started. And then I put out the ad on Fox News.
New developments in that deadly attack in New Jersey. Surveillance video shows they clearly targeted that Jewish market.
There's a synagogue located next door.
There is no question that this is a hate crime.
Anti-Semitism is on the rise.
Are you seeing this? This is for the mayor of Jackson, dude. This is like a Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump, like, political campaign commercial.
Yeah.
This is
for a little town.
A Jews doing this to the mayor of the town of Jackson. Is this not insanity? This is like, yo, guys, he's already dead. You know what I mean? Stop stabbing him. He's already dead. They're like just fucking still drilling into this. It's like, he's done. Please stop. You're overkilling him, like.
And now it's coming from Jackson Township's government. Elected officials in Jackson have passed ordinances targeting Orthodox Jewish families. Exposed township emails show officials surveilling religious Jewish families, praying in their homes.
That praying in their homes thing, that shit right there pissed me off when I heard that in the commercial. You want to know what they're talking about in that, in case you forgot? Because I know you watched the video as well. Let me fill in the audience. These guys in Lakewood, what they'll do, the Jews in Lakewood, is they'll buy one big house in the middle of a neighborhood, right? And then they just say, hey, this is the new prayer house. They go, all of us Jews were allowed in it. You guys can walk in whenever you want. It's the new prayer house. Mind you, they're not like having to build a parking lot like they would at like a synagogue. They're not having to do nothing, right? So what happened was the township of Jackson was having to check these houses to see, are there actual families living in these residential houses, or are these Jews using these houses as fucking like synagogues and prayer houses when they're not supposed to be? Zoning exists for a reason, right? So now See how they twisted that? And they go, no, the fucking township of Jackson was spying on Jewish families praying in their homes. No, they were praying in a home, and it was like fucking 65 Jewish guys all on the floor, like pray in a house, right? And Jackson has to go, you see them in there? There's not even furniture in this fucking house. You know what I mean? They go, there's no way a family lives here. There's not even furniture in here. This is what they're saying. They're trying to twist this and go, they're spying on the families, praying in the house. The family of what? 75, 60-year-old Jews that are praying on the floor right now? That's the family you're talking about? This is what I'm saying. This is like, you have to be the victim in every goddamn thing. You know what's funny? Tyler brings that up to that guy, right? He goes, hey, man, you know, you guys do the prayer houses and shit, and it's like, that's going to bring a lot of traffic through to a residential street. Can you see how, like, the people living in that neighborhood might not want something like that in there, right? And you guys are kind of, like, saying that it's a house, but it's like, it's really like a place of worship, and it's like, you're kind of just sliding on that, right? The guy dead ass goes, well, I mean, it'd be no different than, like, if somebody had, like, people over for Super Bowl Sunday at their house. He goes, people have a Super Bowl party. They have like 50 people at their house. What's the difference? The guy, Tyler, goes, well, how many times are you guys going to the house to pray like that? Is it like once a week or something? The guy goes, 3 times a day. 3 times a day. You can have anywhere between 30 and 100 fucking Jews in one house in the middle of your neighborhood just fucking praying. 3 times a day. Tyler goes, yeah, don't you think that's an important distinction to make since the Super Bowl only happens once a fucking year, bro? And, you know, you're kind of like having these people in there 3 times a fucking day. The guy goes, it's no different. It's like football season, you know? It's like everyone's doing it. It's no different. It's like, it's a lot different, bro. It's a lot fucking different. You're like kidding me right now trying to use that as a comparison point. It like blows my mind, actually.
Took revenge on a decorated veteran who testified against their anti-Semitism. Jackson officials are intimidating Jewish families, and they admit it.
If these were charges, would we be fighting? Absolutely not.
Shameful. This isn't America.
It's put on the cable network provider for that area. In the meantime, I had 2 different calls with the White House. I know you want to ask me 1,000 questions. I will answer nothing more than that.
I know you want to ask me 1,000 questions about this literal diabolical movie levels plan that I just laid out to you as if this was Mission Impossible, right? I will answer no questions. You get what, like, what? Are you serious? And then watch, he goes, I will answer no questions, right? His yarmulke almost falls off, which would have immediately revealed all of his Jewish secrets, right? So he has to grab the yarmulke. He goes, he holds the yarmulke. Watch this.
House, I know you want to ask me 1,000 questions. I will answer nothing more than that.
Okay,
sorry.
why?
Because.
Notice how he grabs the yarmulke. He goes, he goes, hold up. He goes, wait a minute, let's make sure it keeps, because if this thing pops off, all of my Jewish wisdom is going to just come pouring out of the top of my head. And then you're really going to know all the secrets, and we can't have any of that. That is nuts, right? To hear that whole entire plan. He goes, I know you have 1,000,001 questions. I will answer nothing. I will answer nothing. I will leave it at that. I know you want to know about all the shady shit, how many chickens we killed along the way and everything like that. I'm answering none of it. Excuse me? Like, you called me over here, buddy. Like, you know what I mean? You left a voicemail on my phone. You're not going to answer any of my goddamn questions now? It's like, this guy used this as like a point to be like, I'm going to brag about all the things that Jews can do to people should they, you know, happen to fall out of line a little bit. That's what it seems like to me. That this guy is like, yeah, you know, Tyler, just in case, you know, you're wondering, we could do all this same stuff to you, right? He goes, we did it to the mayor. And, like, that guy is way more powerful than you are as a YouTuber. He goes, we could do all of this to you and your family. So, you know, make sure you keep those questions to yourself, Tyler. He grabs his yarmulke. Keep those questions to yourself, Tyler. Is that not insanity, bro? You know what's crazy? This guy, that was like, let me see, where the fuck is my mouse at? Oh, there it is. Dude, I couldn't find my mouse. I think that was like, where are we at right now in the time code? 1 minute? Bro, that was just like a part of the plan. Listen, he goes on. There's more plan. Listen to this.
Council president. After a year, I couldn't bear it anymore. So I got involved. I hired a political campaign group out of Washington, D.C. that does political campaigns for Republican senators. I think they did Ted Cruz. And I wrote a letter to the mayor of Jackson telling him.
Now, this guy is hiring like political campaign committees out of Washington, D.C. Think about the level of campaign committee that you're dealing with out of Washington. Like, this is like presidential, senatorial campaign committee. Like, you know what I mean? These are like biggest hitting campaign committees you could think of in politics. He goes, we need that for Jackson. Please, you just bring that down here. You would pay any amount of money. We need the Goyim to get in line.
All the things I was going to do if they wouldn't reverse these discriminatory laws.
Hires the campaign committee, then writes a letter to the mayor of Jackson, goes, this is what I'm going to do to you if you don't reverse the laws that you have in place right now. Imagine, dude. Imagine if anyone ever, anywhere, wrote a letter to the mayor threatening them like that. Imagine that. Imagine if some Arab just wrote a letter to the fucking mayor of fucking New York City. Wrote a letter to Zolo Mamdamna and fucking said, bro, if you do not reverse these laws, this is all the shit that we're going to do. Go send the fucking FBI, CIA to that nigga's house yesterday. This guy comes in, writes a fucking letter to the goddamn mayor of Jackson, goes, you don't rewrite these laws, this is what I'm going to do to you. The mayor goes, he's got me by the balls. He caves. You know how he gets him to cave? Block voting. You ever hear this block voting? No?
No.
Block voting is a tactic that like big sects of groups of people like this will use. A lot of times it's religious or racial groups that will use block voting, right? It's essentially like, you know how when somebody goes, Donald Trump won 20% of the Jewish vote in New York, right? That's like a block vote. The Jewish vote would be a block vote, right? So in a township like Lakewood or a township like Jackson, when the Jewish population starts to get to, outweigh the percentage of the other populations or whatever, especially they start to outnumber the population of people in the town that actually vote, right? The Jews are going to vote in a block and they're going to fucking sway whatever they're voting on with that block, right? So now this is the type of shit. This guy writes a letter to the mayor of Jackson and goes, not only will I do all of these things, I'll get all these committees, I'll put all these commercials, I'll do the same shit I did to the other guy. He goes, and we'll take the block of, I don't know, let's say it's 40,000 votes, right, in the town. We'll take that block and we'll just put it behind someone else. Now, what elected anyone is going to say no to that? They're going to get scared as fuck.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, you're basically telling me I'm getting fired from my job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're going to cave immediately. Now, you're trying to tell me that's not some level of control, like conspiratorial control. I know it's not you saying this, but I'm just saying, like, that is nuts, dude. That is actually crazy. Like, you might as well be bribing a politician at that point. To sit there and threaten him and go, we will take this block and put it behind someone else. Yeah, it might as well be a bribe. You go, would you like minus 65,000 or would you like plus 65,000 in your account? You know, if that, let's say 65,000 is the block vote, right? Like, that's crazy to me. And it's like, if you don't even like try to scratch the surface of politics, you're never going to think about it like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, the average person's not thinking about this in this way. They're thinking about this and they see something like this. They go, those people really do seem anti-Semitic. It's like, dude, the way these people are moving, it's like You have no choice but to fight against all of them. You have to, dude. It's like, what the fuck? The mayor of Jackson's getting threatened right now. Like, it's like, what are you going to do? It's crazy to me, the whole thing. But we're running out of time. I'm not going to lie. Let's listen to him finish out his plan, and then we're going to end the episode right here.
Got involved. I hired a political campaign group out of Washington, D.C., that does political campaigns for Republican senators. I think they did Ted Cruz. And I wrote a letter to the mayor of Jackson telling...
Look, as you know, there's a lawsuit against you and Jackson Township claiming, with significant supporting documents, that you have been using the instruments of Jackson Township government to discourage Orthodox Jews from living in Jackson. The suit also claims that this conduct is part of a larger effort to interfere with our community's religious practices or growth in Jackson. Between the lawsuit and various news stories, I am persuaded that you have overseen, participated in, or spearheaded the following. 1. Jackson Township surveillance of Orthodox Jews praying in homes. We have already explained that, right? Also, if you reverse the above Jackson Township bigoted ordinances and commit to cease inappropriate surveillance and harassment, then I will stand down. Since Jackson passed the school and dormitory ban in 10 days, I will wait 2 weeks. In the interim, I will be working to ready the following ways of shining a national spotlight on the atrocious actions reportedly committed by some members of Jackson Township government. National news media, national minority civil rights groups, national anti-bigotry, social media thought leaders, U.S. senators and congressmen making public statements, and further national Republican Party action. This guy just literally said, I will get every single person to badmouth you in public and try to blacklist you in any way that I possibly can. He literally just said, like, I will just do everything behind the scenes to get all of these people to do me a favor to get you excommunicated in the political community. How does that not sound like some level of control?
I mean, it does.
It's crazy. No politician could ever talk like this publicly, and without their constituents and their supporters being like, this guy is drunk with power, get him out of here. Like, you know what I mean? It's like immediately they're going to go, that's the next Adolf. Get him out. You know, it's nuts.
Things I was going to do if they wouldn't reverse these discriminatory laws. In the meantime, there's another Jewish group called the Aguda that had a lawsuit against Jackson based on RLUIPA. That's a Religious Land Use Institutionalized Persons Act. And it says that the municipality, it's a law, federal law, municipality is not allowed to discriminate based upon religion. And in their lawsuit, then showed all the emails from Jackson, all the things they were doing, conspiring against, executing to try to make life miserable for Orthodox Jews there.
But you went to work, and what happened next?
I went to Washington. I met with Ronna McDaniel, who was the head of the Republican National Committee, and the Speaker of the House at the time was Kevin McCarthy. He was actually in their conference room. So I met with both of them, showed them what was going on. They were shocked.
Like, this guy literally took it all the way to the Speaker of the House, like the White House, like the Speaker of the White House. Like, that is absolute, like, for a township in New Jersey to have any kind of, like, I can't think of any other religious anything, Muslim, Buddhist, fucking Scientology even, that is going to go to this level for a township in New Jersey, bro. At that point, they're going to be like, bro, all the money we're spending on this legally, we could just, like, move. And we don't have to deal with none of it. Like, you know what I mean? At that point, it's like, I would just be like, let's go to a nicer place. You know, there's, like, snow here and shit. You know, it's like, what the fuck? And this shit started way back. Like, this started off of, like, a Jewish religious school. Now it's, like, it's called, like, BMD or something like that. Like, methyl something or whatever. It's like the Harvard of, like, a Jewish, like, learning, right?
Okay.
And this, like, guy from, like, this Jewish immigrant from Russia, like, came over and started it with only, like, 15 students in, like, 1930 or something, or, like, some crazy shit like that. And now that kind of what started, like, this shit's been happening since, like, the 40s. I didn't even know. You know, and that's kind of what started the building of Lakewood was at school. People were just like going to the school, then wanting to live around it, and it just kind of went from there. Isn't that nuts? Like, I ended up Wikipediaing this, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? So it goes way back. It's like a conspiracy. But that'll do it for us over here at Lost Ox Media. Let's give it up for Tyler Oliveira. I know it kind of isn't the most ironclad coverage coming from us because we kind of like to joke around a lot. But I do suggest going and watching that video from Tyler Oliveira. It was very, very good, man. The guy actually does some pretty intense coverage for a goy tuber, like him. That shit wasn't bad at all. I give it up for him. But like I said, that'll do it for us over here at Lost Ox Media. As always, we like to say thank you for sticking with us for another great episode. Excuse me. I'm dying. Be sure to check us out every Wednesday. New episodes of Lost Ox Media come out. Like, subscribe, comment on the episodes. Tell us what you think about the show, the clips, all that good stuff. Make sure that you end up hitting the notification button when you subscribe because we like to go live, but we do not like to announce it. Go check out lostox.media so you can support the show by buying merch. Stay up to date with the show. You can follow us on our social links, Instagram, what else? Twitter, all that good stuff. And soon we'll have a membership tier on the website where you'll be able to catch extra lives, extra content. You'll get the episodes of the show early. A bunch of good stuff coming up there. So, as always, that's lostaux.media. That's lostox.media. Until next time, I bid you adieu, and I bid you farewell. See ya.
Bitch, I make my money. Party till I die. With my chin up high. Fuck 'em up, fuck 'em back. Twerk like it's my last day on this earth. Let the dollar make her work. People always hating, but the more they hate, the more I work. Everybody say they're lit, but all they do is showing shit. In my street, like the slaves, bitches always kiss my feet. Stay out of my way, you bitch. I can deal with your fake ass meat. They thought that I had stopped. It was over, I had dropped. Bitch, I had my plans out here. I'm only just at my start. You will have to kill me to make me fucking stop. I was already dead again. You can't hurt me, only God. Party till I die. With my chin up high. Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em back. Twerk like it's my last day on this earth. Let that dollar make her work. Party till I die. With my chin up high. Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em back. Twerk like it's my last day on this earth. Let that dollar make her work. I ain't scared of death, but I fear your damn as dead as breath. All the drugs in your veins. I am blessed with the smartest brain. I remember your laugh when I was at my worst. Let me tell you, piece of scum, I'm supported from above. Your man in my DMs while you're talking shit behind my back. All the shit you said made you look like a little bitch flathead. Your opinion, bitch, fuck that. What do I think of you? How I love in your face, bitch, if you only knew. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Party till I die, with my chin up high. Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em back. Twerk like it's my last day on this earth. Let that dollar make her work. Shake that money maker in my face. It's a favor. Ooh, I love your misbehavior. Party till I die, with my chin up high. Fuck 'em all, fuck 'em back. Twerk like it's my last day on this earth. Let that dollar make her work. Shake that money maker in my face. It's a favor. Ooh, I love your misbehavior.